Sri Gurubhyo Namaha children, welcome to our online teaching academy Ekalaiva. Topic of this video is CBSE class 10 science and the name of the lesson is light, reflection and refraction. So in our previous class we have discussed about the spherical mirrors, concave mirror and convex mirror, and we also discussed about some optical terms like pole, principal axis, radius of curvature, center of curvature, focal length, principal focus, aperture, and these many terms we have discussed. And I have told you that with that terms we are going to draw some ray diagrams, and before drawing the ray diagrams we are supposed to learn some rules. Okay, so for spherical mirrors, that is concave mirror and as well as the convex mirror, we have 4 rules to follow to draw the ray diagrams. Now let's get start the class. Rule 1. Rule 1 states that a ray parallel to the principal axis after reflection will pass through the principal focus in case of concave mirror. Suppose if it is a convex mirror, it appear to diverge from a principal focus. Okay, yes. So now look at the picture. Here is the concave mirror. So concave mirror, when you are drawing the concave mirror, you are supposed to indicate the reflecting and as well as the non-reflecting surface by drawing the lines like this. Okay, yes, because concave mirror has reflecting surface inward. And here is the principal axis, and we need to mark the pole, focus and center of curvature. So the rule 1 states that if the ray is parallel to the principal axis, after reflection it will pass through the focus. This is rule 1. Okay, this is in case of concave mirror. Suppose if it is a convex mirror, we know that convex mirror is a diverging mirror. So the ray parallel to the principal axis, after reflection it will get diverged, but it appear to come from a point called focus. So this is rule 1. So when you draw a line parallel to the principal axis, it obviously supposed to pass through the focus. Yes, yes. Now we'll move on to the rule 2. Rule 2 states that a ray passing through the principal focus of a concave mirror or a ray which is directed towards the principal focus of a convex mirror, after reflection they will emerge parallel to the principal axis. So now just look at the pictures, and here is the concave mirror, reflecting and non-reflecting surface supposed to be drawn, and you have to mark the parts pole, focus and center of curvature. A ray passing through the focus, after reflection it will emerge out parallel to the principal axis, and you can see it here also. A ray directed towards the focus, after reflection it will emerge out parallel to the principal axis. So this rule is vice versa of the first rule. First rule states that a ray parallel to the principal axis after reflection should pass through the focus, and rule 2 states that if the ray passes through the focus after reflection it will emerge out parallel to the principal axis. Now we'll move on to the rule 3. Rule 3 states that a ray passing through the center of curvature of a concave mirror or directed in the direction of center of curvature of a convex mirror after reflection reflected back along the same path. So now you can look at the picture. This is concave mirror. So concave mirror, a ray passing through the center of curvature after reflection takes back its own path. Yes. And in case of convex mirror, a ray directed towards the center of curvature after reflection it takes back its own path. Okay. Why this particular ray alone takes back its own path? Because center of curvature makes the angle 90 degree. So which means it acts as the normal. Okay. So when the ray passes through the normal, it should be back to the same path. Okay. So you could have remembered the law of reflection. The angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. So let me draw a plane mirror. This is the normal and this is the angle of incidence and this is the angle of reflection. So this, I'm sorry I did not draw properly. This is okay. So this is normal which makes the angle 90 degree. So what is the angle of incidence? The angle between the incident ray and the normal. And the what is the angle of reflection? The angle between the normal and the reflected ray. So this is what the first rule, angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. Now here the ray strikes straightly in the 90 degree. So it takes back its own path. So angle between the incident ray and the normal is 0 degree over there. So it takes back its own path. Okay. So law of reflection is applicable to all the mirrors, plane mirror and as well as the spherical mirror. So that is why when the ray passes through the center of curvature or directed towards the center of curvature, it takes back its own path. Okay. Now we will switch on to the fourth rule. Fourth rule states that a ray incident obliquely to the principal axis towards a point P on the concave mirror or convex mirror reflected obliquely. Okay, so you can see here the ray strikes straightly to the pole. Okay, so it will be reflected back obliquely. This is in case of concave mirror. In case of convex mirror also, as it is a diverging mirror, the ray strikes obliquely to the pole and it get reflected obliquely. So these are the 4 rules where we need to remember while drawing the ray diagram. So I just recall all the 4 rules. Rule 1 states that if the ray parallel to the principal axis after reflection will pass through the focus. And rule 2 is vice versa of the rule 1. If the ray passing through the focus after reflection, it will be directed parallel to the principal axis. And the third rule states that if the ray passes through the center of curvature, it takes back its own path. And the fourth rule, if the ray incidents obliquely to the pole of a particular mirror, it will be reflected back obliquely. Okay. So by using these 4 rules, we are going to draw ray diagrams in our next session. Okay. So that's all about the rules. We'll continue the remaining in our next class. Please do subscribe our channel to get the latest updates. Thank you, children.